Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Let's step straight into Photoshop. Let me show you how to create this really fast, really quick. Alright, so let's go to file, let's go to new, and then let's go set here to inches this time. I'm going to set the height or the width over here to 18, and then I'm going to set the height here to 24. Alright, 24, and then I'm going to set the resolution to 72, and then everything looks great. I'm going to click on create, also go to view, go to new guides layout. I'll set it to 8 here, and I'll set it to 100 across, and then click on OK. Now the canvas is prepped, we are ready to start our design. Also guys, we're going to bring in the image. We're going to work on the image first. Okay, now this type of design has to do with making the artwork has to have some gritty feel to it. Okay, so that is what we are going for today. It's not really complicated, but it's a little trick to it. Okay, so now this is what we have. Okay, I feel like this is great. Also, we want to give it turn it to smart object so that we can apply some effects to it. I'll go to filter, then I'll go to camera raw filter, and then I'm going to play with just a few sliders. Okay, the intention here is to make it black and white. Okay, so I'll click over here, you can see black and white here. Good. Now very rough. Okay, so that's what I'm about to do, and I'll go to texture, and then I'll play with it. Then I'll go to clarity, and I'll play with it. Alright, good. Then I'll close it, and then I'll go to details. I want to also play with the sharpening a little bit. I feel like this is good. Okay, and then I'll click on OK. I feel like I've achieved that in this one. Okay, now if the picture or the image here was high quality, it would have really come out really nice. Okay, this is low quality picture, and so we are going to keep it this way. I'm going to put it in a group. I'll call it image. All right, and then also we want to bring in our quote. Okay, and so I'm just going to type somewhere here or something like that. Okay, and then I'll go and then pick the text, come and paste it in there. Good. Now let's open the character, and then let's change some few details over there. I'm going to make it medium here. I'm going to change the size over here to 90. Okay, and also I'm going to set the size over here to 90, of course. And then what else? We can make it big over here. Good. But then I feel like this is not really what I was going for. I don't know, the text looks kind of funny. I must say it really looks funny. Okay, kind of looks funny. Okay, alright, so the text looks a little funny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this side, and then I'm going to make maybe minus 30. Yeah, minus 30. And then also maybe this side, maybe I'll make it maybe 100. Let's see. Good. Double click it and then drag this down here. Okay, so I'm going to go with something like this. Then I'll pick my rectangular tool, then draw a rectangle around it. Awesome. I'll go to this side, set a stroke off, and then set this side to color black. Let's go set it to real black. Okay, drag it underneath it over here, put it in a group, and then let's call it quote. Also, let's open it. We need to change the text here color to color white. Nice. And then hold Alt, click over here. Great. Now make sure the text is selected, click on your move tool, and then guys, you want to click on this one, and then you also want to click on this one. Excellente. Control D to deselect it. All right, now we also want to come here and then reduce the shape opacity or the fill, whatever you wish. Just tune it down a little bit more. I'm going to set it to maybe around 50 something percent, maybe 54% is good, or maybe 55 there is good. Okay, and then also I'm going to bring in the name, and to bring in the name I'll use this one. I'll drag it all the way here. Good, and then I'll drag it somewhere here. Excellent. And then I'll type. I'm going to bring in what's the name, Pastor Kofi Odro, and then guys paste it there. Okay, now I want this to be color black. Okay, now you also want to open it. We are not going to use 90, we are going to use 47. Okay, now you're going to use any size you want, guys. This one, play with any size of the font that you love. Okay, there's not a clear cut the size you should use. Okay, just make sure the name is smaller than the quote itself, and then I feel like you are good to go. I'm going to put it in a group, then I'm going to call it name. Also, to make it more dynamic, I'm going to give it drop shadow. I'll click here, and then you can see it's also spilling over there. I don't really want that, I just want it over here, so I'm going to push it here, and then I'm going to drag this down a bit more. So maybe 19 is good. I'm going to leave here 0. I'm going to make here 18. Okay, then the opacity, I'm going to reduce it down a little bit more. So the opacity on the way to be 31 there about. Okay, and then we are good to go. Awesome. Also, guys, now let's see. Now we can bring the background. Okay, to bring everything in perspective, we can bring the background. Okay, so you can see what I'm trying to do. I would push this here, and then I'll drag this there. So I feel like this is good. Okay, so this is good. Now let's go there. Then let's bring in hue and saturation, clip it to it, set the saturation all the way to 0. Remember, we are going for black and white with just a little bit of reddish in there. Okay, so now this is great. We also want to go and then bring in this. Okay, now this is going to add a little red tone to it, and so that's what we are going to do to it. We will go to the blending mode, so we're going to set it to linear dodge. You can see how it adds it to it over there. Great. Now we can also put it all in a group. Let's call it BG. Guess what we are going to do? We are going to drag it underneath here because it deserves to be in the background. You can see the perspective it is added to the whole thing. Interesting. Now let's go back to the background, open it. We have more to do to it. We are not done. Okay. And also, guys, the quote, you want to make sure the image is on top of everything. Nice. Then maybe the quote and then the name, you can drag it up a bit more. Up a bit more. And even the image, you can even drag it to the left side just to give way a little bit. So far this looks great. I also feel like the text in there is really cannot really be seen, so we can bring it down here and then drag it down here and then something like that. Okay, so this looks good so far. We can work with this one. Now let's open the background. We need to do more to it. Okay, now guess what we are going to do? We need to brighten the back a little bit. So I'm going to give it, which color should I pick? I'll pick my brush tool. I'll come and pick the background color here, and then set my caps lock off. Go and choose a soft round brush. Important, really important. I'm going to click here, then I'm going towards this. Let me go back. Okay, guys, you also want to make sure the opacity and the flow is 100. If really necessary, click here, go there, set it to linear dodge. Click on your move tool and then move it down there. Okay, I should just hide some of there. Also, guys, we have to go back and bring this, drag it all the way into Photoshop, release it, and then scale it up. Okay, you want to scale it till it touches all ends. And guess what we are going to do to it? We are going to set it to soft light. Okay, see the difference? It added some depth over there. Okay, so that is what we did to that one. And then let's also go and bring in this to also create some motion. I love creating motions in artworks. Okay, and I do that by using motion blur just to create that motion. I feel like it adds some dynamism to the whole thing and then makes it interesting. Okay, so You need to try that. Then I'll go to filter, I'll go to blur, then I'll go to motion blur, and then we're going to set here to 84. We're going to set a distance to 35. We're going to click on OK. Also, we do not want the color in there, so guess what we are going to do? We are going to the adjustments here. We're going to hue and saturation. We're going to clip it to it, okay, and then we're going to drag this here. The color just goes like that, okay, and then let's see. All right, so that is it. But then maybe let's bring the color just a little bit, right? Because it's reddish color. We want some reddish tones in there. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we'll leave it at minus 70 or minus something like that. Okay, so it's a little bit in there. We are going to stick with that one, and that is all. That is all with that. Let's move on. We are going to bring our logo. Where is it? There's our logo. We're going to drag our logo in there. Nice. We'll drag it somewhere here. Let's see. Okay, so we need to keep it here. Good. Then we are going to drag in our handles as well, and then let's move it there as well. Now you can see it has to be here, it has to be there. We want the line, we want them to be between those lines. Okay, so it has to touch here. This one has to also touch there. Okay, so logo handles, drag them up as well. And then what I'm going to do to it again, we can add some glue, more glues to it. So for the first glue, I'm going to drag this there, and then I'm going to give it there, resize it to touch all ends. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to set it to soft light again. Okay, soft light again. Okay, but then this time I'm going to give it a little Gaussian blur. Yeah, set it to 40 here. Okay, good. You can see how it throws light on the whole thing. Okay, interesting. And then we're also going to create a new layer. Pick my brush tool, and then pick the background color there, and then hit the middle here. Set it to what? Linear dodge. Then let's resize it. Guess where you're going to place it? Here. Why am I doing that? Let's reduce it a bit. I want it to cast light on. I want it to cast light on this. Okay, that's why I'm using that. Now I also want to go back to the background. This very one. I want to click here, and then click there and create a new layer. Then I'll pick my brush tool. Then I'll pick the background colors over here, maybe dark color, and I want to really throw it in there. Okay, I'll close it. Then I'll come here to give it their layer, a mask, and then click there. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. Now the glow here becomes really pronounced. That is it. Let's put it in a group, and then let's call it glow. We are almost done, guys. We are almost done. We'll save one text that we need to put here. Let's pick the details. Let's pick day, and then let's paste it there. Okay, I'm going to make it color white for this one. Whatever size you choose, guys, just go with it. Alright, just go with it. I'm going to use maybe 70. Just go with it. And then I'm going to pick 1, and then I'm going to Ctrl J and then paste 1 there. Drag it down. We just want to see maybe this is day 1 of our program. Okay, so and then maybe pick the background color there, something like that, and then make it big. Make it big. Alright, so drag it underneath it. So day 1. Okay, you can also do further. If there's a program theme, you can also put the program theme somewhere here, or drag this up and put it somewhere down there. Just feel free and do whatever you want to do. But I think this is done. I'll merge everything by clicking on Ctrl Alt Shift and then E. Alright, and then right click it and convert it to a smart object. Now we are going to add the final touch to it. That's a camera raw final touch to it. Okay, so there's it. We are going to enhance everything and then make sure everything blends together. So first let's go to the basics and then let's play with a few details here. Let's close it. Let's go to details. Let's close it. Let's go here to the effect. Let's go to grain. And then that is it, guys. You can close it now. So guys, that is how you create something like this. Now if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Peace out.